Good morning, everybody. Happy Sunday. Happy Fun Day. My flowers died. Good morning. I'm waiting for this thing to print out with this number, because I'm trying to get y'all this information for the folks, because they have stolen people's food stamps. And to be honest with you, this been going on for a while, okay? At least a year, all right? And going on in 2022, okay? It was going on in 2022 where Maryland residents, as well as New York. New York was the other state that was affected by this situation. Let me turn this down so y'all can hear me. Shout out to R.E. I ain't been going out too much, y'all, so I've been catching up on YouTube. You know, I really haven't, but, you know, born and raised in D.C., go-go is just something that I listen to on a daily. You know what I'm saying? Growing up in Southeast Bury Farms, I don't have no particular favorite. Okay, let me stop lying. But, you know, I love go-go. But anyways, y'all, Tanya and I, Thursday, we covered the situation that's going on in Maryland, right? We got the 40-page budget for Prince George's County for Maryland for 2024, which is looking a little crazy, okay? And I'm just going to say that it looks crazy because it's some things in there, and, you know, math was one of my, you know, subjects that I excelled in, okay, in school. I excelled in math in school, okay? And it really doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure this thing out when you are, you know, you look at the numbers, you look at what we have for Prince George's County, which is really not enough, right? But we would have made it over a little bit had they took the money that they had allocated for Prince George's County for different programs. If they had used that money for the greater good, we would not be in this situation. But looking at the budget, it's like it's $100 million short. So what I'm trying to figure out is where is they going to get this money, okay? We also know that because they don't, a lot of you all, y'all don't go and visit the websites and things of the county council. They in session almost every night, okay? Almost every night, Prince George's County Council is in session. So it is a lot of things that you can go up and discuss, okay? You have 3 minutes to discuss it. You can register to tell your story or to get them a piece of your mind, which a lot of people should be giving a piece of their mind, okay, for what's going on, all right? And you need to be the voice. You need to use your voices. Just like they ask you to use your votes. Just like they beg you for your vote. You all need to be using your voices. Seriously. You need to use your voices. You need to make phone calls. You need to show up. You need to show up because there's a lot of things that's going on. Okay? And like I was saying, since last year, 2022, they have been stealing food stamps from its customers. Okay? So a lot of food stamp recipients have had their food stamps stolen. Okay? And they have proposed some type of plan. And I think that's why a lot of people's food stamps was cut out here the way that they were. Because of the simple fact, now they got to take from more people just to pay back the people that they stole from. You see what I'm saying? So it's almost as if they're like stealing from poor people. Stealing, it's not a such thing of, you know, middle class anymore. So for people who feel like y'all in that category of middle class, you better think twice. Okay? Because everything is happening for everybody except for people people that's out here working like Black Hebrew slaves and poor people and our seniors. Okay, they're treating our seniors like, you know, like they're nothing. Okay, and they have been stealing our money, which it says to me that they're stealing from the poor people. Haven't y'all stolen enough? As if they have not already stolen enough. As if they have not taken enough from us. It's disgusting to know that they're out here doing these type of things. And here is the report. Really, the report is many of them. When I took the time out to go Google search this situation, it came up. And once I started posting it, people want to know how they can, you know, do they need to file charges or file a complaint with the FAD, with the Food and Drug Administration? You know what I'm saying? People want to know what they need to do. Now, from what I'm understanding is some people were, I guess they were supposed to have sent the people a note. And if you go to your portal, the Department of Social Services portal, like a lot of people, they have to log in. They have to set up an account. And a lot of people do their food stamps applications online. So if that's the case, if you have registered on the Maryland Department of Social Services portal, you should be able to go on there and you should have a note, okay, telling you that your food stamp case was one of those cases that was affected, that where you had your food stamp stolen from you, okay? I know some people have gotten letters stating that, you know, if you have, and this is another thing, if you have gotten a letter stating that, okay, you got food stamps, and you have a certain amount of time to spend these food stamps or we're going to take them, and you know that you have not, they cut your food stamp case off, or you have not received food stamps that they're trying to say that you received, you need to go to the Department of Social Services. Yes, I'm saying it, okay, because it seems like the phone lines are tied up. People are trying to get in through the phone lines and they can't, and this is the number, okay, and they have certain days where the call volumes is really high, which I know every day of the goddamn week, okay, Monday through Friday, the call volumes are going to be very high because people are trying to figure out if they were affected by this situation. You see how a lot of things go on and we be distracted because we be worried about the wrong stuff. We be worried about the wrong stuff a lot of times, and they know that. They know that we be on social media talking about each other like dogs killing each other. You know what I'm saying? Via Facebook and Instagram. We be doing all kinds of stuff. So we don't pay attention to what the hell is really going on. Okay? This situation with them stealing people's food stamps have been going on since 2022. Okay? 2022, this situation has been going on. And we're just really hearing about it. Why? Because some people, the right people, it done got a hold to. Okay? Like myself. I done got a hold to this situation. I have a platform. I try to use my platform for the greater good, to educate, empower, and enlighten people on what's going on. And so people like myself that's not afraid, that's not tied to anybody, that's not being funded by anybody or anything like that, has, and I'm a registered voter. I'm a registered voter. A taxpayer in the whole 9 yards. Okay? So I have the right to use my voice. And for people who are trying to get in touch with the Department of Social Services, the number is 1-800 1-800-332-6347. That's 1-800-332-6347. Okay? And you can go and look it up. I actually got this information right here from MerlinMatters.com, the website. That's MerlinMatters.com. If you want to read up on this situation. Okay? And like I said, for those who are in this, feel like they might have been targeted in this situation, you need to reach out to the Department of Social Services. You need to either go there, because see, we got to start showing up. When they do things as disgusting as they do, we need to show up as the people. And that's just as simple as that. You need to show up. For real. Okay? And so maybe you need to go to your local office, or you need to make the phone call, which, like I said, a lot of people are saying, hey, you know, I can't get in. I can't get through on this phone line. I can't get through on the phone line. You know what I'm saying? To even talk to someone about this situation, I can't get through. So what am I supposed to do? Well, like I said, you can go visit your Maryland Department of Social Services if you feel that you have been affected by this situation. And I just went live on Instagram, so I'm going to explain to my Instagram family. Right now, I am giving people information on how they can go make phone calls to see, first of all, if they have been targeted when it comes to the fact that they're stealing food stamps. They have stolen food stamps from Maryland SNAP customers, okay? And this situation, like I said, it happened in 2022. We're so distracted by everything else till we have not, this been going on. They have so-called came up with a plan to try to give the money back, give the food stamps back to the people that it affected, okay? But as we all know, March the 1st people was hit really, really heavy. March the 1st. Some people, food stamps were completely, done with. They closed people's food stamps case out. And some people, they cut them down so low till they really can't afford to really even buy anything. Like I said, we have seniors that's out here receiving $16 and $20 a month. And that is supposed to pay for their food for the whole month. Okay? And to believe it or not, I believe that the reason why they have cut food stamps the way that they have, and they call it snatching back the pandemic food stamps for people, because I understand that some people that were receiving a nice amount of food stamps during the pandemic, I'm talking about before they added the few little dollars to them like they did. Some people, they gave a whole lot of food stamps to, and that's people with children. But people that don't have children, working American citizens, they basically, might have had a stipend of $220 a month. You know what I'm saying? They might have gave them $62 more or whatever. And now I'm hearing that, since this whole thing been going on, they have even cut the food stamps down even lower that they had pre-pandemic. Okay? So what does that mean? When you see what's going on right now with them talking about the economy is up, is doing better than ever, you know what I'm saying, all of this other stuff, and then here we found out, bam, that they have been stealing people's food stamps. And 2 states that are being targeted and that they have noticed this, investigated and found out this to be true is Maryland and New York. Okay? So we have people who are going through the roughest patch of their lives, having their livelihood taken away from them. And y'all know people was having a very hard time. Food was extremely high during the pandemic. They were already robbing us blind. Already. It's like they really, really, when you think about these elected officials, these politicians, they really, really do not care about United States citizens. They don't care. And yet they call us. We just, voted in. People just voted in this black governor and all of this other shit. Black this and black that. What do we have to look forward to? Because we found out in 2008 that all skin folk ain't kinfolk. It did not make things better because we had a black president. Understand that. And for the people in the back yelling, oh, he didn't have a leg to stand on and all of that other bullshit, go somewhere and sit down somewhere and have several seats. Because that way of thinking, that brainwashing bullshit that y'all have been spitting out ever since we elected that man, that's the only thing that y'all had to say out y'all mouth. Oh, he couldn't do this. He couldn't do that. The same thing with Biden. The same thing with Biden. First thing y'all want to say is, oh, he can't do this. He can't do that. That's a damn lie. And y'all know that. So y'all need to cut that mess out. Y'all need to cut that mess out. We sit up here and we give these people too many excuses and the benefit of the doubt too many times. And then they come and then we find out after voting in a first black governor for Maryland, we find out since 2022, y'all have been stealing Maryland residents' SNAP benefits. Y'all have been stealing them. And like I said, all of y'all people that sit up here and say, oh, they can't, like people was talking about, Obama couldn't do nothing. Biden can't do nothing. His hands are tied. Then why the hell are we voting for him then? If they can't do anything. If they can't do anything to make everybody comfortable in the United States of America, then why in the hell are we voting them in? And you see, when we vote those type of people in, they target the black community. They target the black community all the time. They come out, they tell us all of this stuff, all of the misfortunes and things of that nature that we have experienced. And most of the time, it's because of our own leadership. Our own leadership is the reason why a lot of times we experience these sorts of issues. But they summons us to come out and vote. But at the same token, they're not educating us. If that was the case, and they knew that with the senators and the people on Congress that they already have, okay, then why don't they tell us when they're coming out and they're begging for our vote? And I'm talking about Black America right now, when we got our first black president and our first black this and that. Why don't they tell us that, hey, we need help in removing certain people from Senate, okay, and Congress, if that's the case. So I don't want to hear that bull crap when y'all be sitting up there talking about, oh, the president can't do nothing. Oh, that happened and that wasn't his fault, this, that, and the third. Then why in the hell are we electing these people? Why are they summoning us to come out and give them our votes? And why aren't y'all saying a damn thing about it? Like I said, they have been stealing our food stamps from us since 2022, probably longer than that. And here, we're so distracted by everything else, we're just really getting this information. And a lot of you all wouldn't even have this information if it wouldn't have been for the platforms putting this stuff out. Even because we don't be paying no attention to this type of stuff. We be worried about the wrong stuff all of the time. And while we're distracted by everything else, they're coming, they're putting, Jim Crow laws in effect bringing them back to the South. And I'm talking about Jim Crow 2.0. They're bringing them back to the South. They're doing all kinds of stuff right in front of our faces. And we're not paying no attention to it. And they doing it because they know that we ain't going to pay no attention. They know that. They know we ain't going to read nothing. We ain't going to take no time out and read a newspaper or go and search, information on what's going on out here. All we going to do is just vote for these people. And then we're going to go and tuck our heads between our legs. And that gives them the ammunition, because they know that, to just do whatever they want to do to us. And like I said, every time something is affected, every time something is taken away, it's always targeting the poor or middle class people all of the time. While the rich is steady getting rich. All at the same time. They are never affected by tax cuts or nothing. It's always the middle class people. It's always working America who is barely making it out here. Those are the people who are being affected by this sort of mess right here. And we don't read anything. Y'all, we just sit back and we allow them to basically play with us all of the time. And then once we come out of this, I don't know what the hell we be in, and we come out of it, then we don't have this program. We don't have that program. Like I'm saying, people's food stamps were taken. And I bet you when people's food stamps magically stop, coming, and people, got them letters and stuff, I bet you ain't nobody do anything. Nobody did anything to try to help yourself to make it better. And that's sad. You know how much pressure you put on other people by not taking care of your own damn business. And see, they know y'all gonna do that. They know y'all not going to take time out and really, y'all just going to let them do anything, throw your hands up in the air, don't have no faith or nothing else, and just say, oh, you know what I'm saying? I tried to do this, I did that. They know that. And so every chance that they get, they come and they take from you. They steal. They just pull the rug right from up under you, and you all have nothing to say. But then as soon as they want you to come out and vote, they rally y'all up, they get y'all out there, and then treat us like that. And this is our look around right now, especially when it comes to your local government, and see who's in charge. And then you will understand where all of the F-ups is coming from. It be our own people. A lot of times it be our own people. It would be people with the same skin color as you that's up here causing havoc in your life. Because it's just something, money is certainly the root of all evil. And sometimes people coming out, most of our Black representation then came from the mud. So they should know how it feels. And your job, you know, they don't have no intentions of bringing any of us to the promised land. Trust and believe that the only thing, people that they have intentions on helping is people that help them get into those places. And I'm not even going to say that, because when they need help getting into those seats, they summons us up. But yet, we're the first people that y'all treat like shit. We're the first people that y'all take a program away from or steal from. We're the first people that have to go through that when it comes to you all. You elected officials. So if it's not enough stuff going on, what y'all do is y'all go and then y'all steal Maryland residents' food stamps from them. Like, how dare you? And I don't hear a pin drop from none of you all. But I tell you something, you registered voters, you people that don't vote, that haven't voted since Jesus was a baby, you need to get up off of your apathy, and you need to get registered to vote, and you need to get up off your butt, and we need to vote them the hell out. Not keep on allowing them to play with us, steal and rob us blind, and not give a damn about us, because these politicians don't give a damn about poor people. I don't care if they black, green, white, yellow. I don't care what color they are and nationality. They don't care. They can care less about what happened to us. Even though they come out in our community, they get our community leaders involved. People that we trust in the community to help them further disrespect us, further take away from us. Why you think it's so many communities falling apart right now? Because we got a couple of so-called community leaders that's drinking the Kool-Aid. Yes, I said it. Couple of y'all out there drinking the Kool-Aid, and y'all know who y'all are. And y'all have been bought and sold. The same people in your communities that came out and went door to door. Them same people that talked you into putting one of these god-awful campaign signs in your yards. Those same people, your community leaders, it's the ones that got you in this situation. And see, they okay. Because most of them is getting their little palms greased. They're getting the things that they need. They're getting them a new place to live where they don't even have to live in the communities with most of you all. They ain't got to look at you no more when they stabbing and putting a knife in your goddamn backs. Okay? When they selling you out. They moving them away from there where they don't even have to pay attention to you no more. And guess what? They forgetting that they even was living just like you in Swallow, living just like you with rats and stuff crawling all around and roaches and everything else, crime out the yin yang and everything else. They forget. As soon as they put that dollar sign on them and move them away from there where they ain't got to look at y'all no more, they don't think no more about y'all. And they then just use y'all used and abused y'all and neglected y'all and took the votes. Got y'all to get up and vote for these people just so they can leave and live their best life and leave you to fend for yourselves. And that's exactly what's going on. Because look at them. They move them out the communities, some of these so-called community leaders, and they forget immediately where the hell they came from. They ain't thinking about y'all no more. Because why? They don't need you no more. They done got their places. They done got their jobs. They done got their incomes coming in. And as long as they help keep these people in and help keep these people going, they're always going to have everything they need. Forget what you need. You ain't even a question anymore. And this is to you so-called community leaders that's able, they come and they buy y'all. Y'all on the auction block too. Because they can buy and sell and trade y'all in whenever the hell they get good and ready. Y'all, they move y'all away from out of the communities where you suffered in like dogs for most of your life. Just to leave the people that you suffered with and that you promised while you was begging them to get to vote for these people, your favorite politicians. And like I said, they got what they needed and they said, forget y'all. So I understand why a lot of folks don't have no hope no more. Don't feel like their vote matters. I would feel that way too. If I had somebody that claimed that they were trying to make things better in our communities and everything, lie to me, I'll feel that way too. You'll feel like, who can you trust? Now's the question, when are you going to start trusting yourselves? Because you see how that works out. So trusting yourself to do the right thing, to not be bamboozled and to lie to and given a turkey or a book bag for a vote that is not going to benefit you, and use your own mind. Ask yourself, because see, they getting ready to come around again, 2024 to be exact. They get ready to come around again. Begging for votes, telling lies, telling you they're going to do this and they're going to do that. What are you going to do? You're going to continue to listen to them lie to you? Or are you going to do your own vetting and make your own decisions about your own livelihood and your own family's livelihood? Because like I keep saying, your taxes, your kids' schooling, your housing, your livelihood is at stake here. And these people that claim to love us, that claim to have compassion and care about what's going on in the communities, most of them where they have had to lay their heads, most of them where their damn families, mamas, grandmothers, and everything else is still laying there, suffering. Suffering like dogs. What are y'all going to do? You're going to keep on allowing them to just keep playing with you like that? Or are you going to get up and make the right decision? Because this is about your livelihoods. And as you can see, people don't care. They just don't. This is not something that somebody is making up. People don't care anymore like they used to. People's motivation right now is money. And not money to make things any better for where they lay their heads. Money to make sure that they in a better place. So stop being crazy. Understand you still have hope. You have hope to change this thing. Okay? And like I said, for people in Maryland who were affected in this situation where they have stolen some of Maryland's SNAP customers' food stamps, and they've been doing it since 2022. If you feel like you have been affected by that, or you received a letter, make a phone call to the Maryland Department of Social Services, and that is 1-800-332-6347. Okay? 1-800-332-6347 is the number. You might have a hard time getting in because I'm pretty sure there's a lot of people that's calling that number trying to figure out what is going on. But if you have registered on the Maryland Department of Family Services website in their portal, then you should be able to go through your portal and get information from there as well. Okay? So y'all have a good Sunday. There will be no food distributions this Sunday. This is the third Sunday off. We'll see y'all next Sunday. Okay?